Imagine it's the 94th minute of a World Cup match. Your team is losing 1-0. The stadium is on its feet. Hearts are pounding. Then, in the dying seconds, a header flies into the top corner. The place explodes. Grown men are crying. History has just been rewritten in stoppage time. That moment, that magic, is why millions of us fall in love with this game. But something has changed at this World Cup. The one being played right now across America, Mexico, and Canada. FIFA has touched the one thing fans thought they could never control, the clock itself. And once you understand what they've actually done, you'll never watch the final minutes of a soccer match the same way again. Let me take you back to Qatar, 2022. Back then, FIFA made a decision. They told their referees add every single second back onto the clock, every injury, every VAR check, every celebration, every moment the ball wasn't moving. Matches started stretching past 100 minutes. Some went 110, even 117. A lot of people complained it felt too long, too stop-start. But here's what those extra minutes gave us. In one game, Iran was playing Wales. It was 0-0 deep into stoppage time. Wales' goalkeeper got sent off. And then Iran scored twice, in the 98th and 101st minute. Two goals that only existed because FIFA had given the time back. Those goals kept Iran alive in the tournament. They turned a boring 0-0 into one of the most dramatic moments of the entire World Cup. That's the power of stoppage time. It's where miracles happen, where underdogs write their own stories, where the game feels truly alive. But FIFA wasn't happy with how the games were flowing. So for this World Cup, the biggest one ever, right here in our backyard, they decided to do something completely different. Instead of adding time at the end, they went after time wasting at the source. They brought in new rules, and these rules are changing everything. Now, if a player takes too long on a goal kick or throw-in, the referee starts a 5-second countdown. If you don't hurry up, the other team gets a corner or the throw-in. One team has already been punished for it in this tournament. Substitutions. The player coming off has just 10 seconds to leave the pitch. If they mess around, the player coming on has to wait an extra minute before he can even step onto the field. Your team plays with 10 men. And the harshest one, if a player goes down and needs treatment from the physio, he now has to stay off the pitch for a full 60 seconds. No more quick, magic spray and back on. You fake an injury to kill the game, and your team pays for it by playing short-handed. They also added mandatory 3-minute hydration breaks in the middle of every half because of the summer heat. On paper, it sounds reasonable. And here's the thing on the numbers, it's actually working. So far in this World Cup, the ball has been in play for 59.4% of the total match time. That's higher than Qatar in 2022, higher than Russia in 2018. Games feel faster. There's less nonsense. More actual soccer in less total time. A lot of fans and coaches have said the rhythm feels cleaner, more like proper high-level football. But then something strange started happening. Those magical stoppage time moments, they started feeling smaller, less frequent. Like someone had quietly turned down the volume on the drama. And then came the hydration breaks. What was sold as a player welfare rule quickly started looking like something else, especially here in the United States. In the very first match of the tournament, Mexico versus South Africa, something happened that made a lot of American viewers angry. During one of those 3-minute hydration breaks, the Fox broadcast cut to full-screen commercials. When the ads finally ended, the referee was still waiting to restart the game. Players were standing around on the pitch. Viewers at home missed the first few seconds of play after the break. It wasn't the only time it happened. Broadcasters were given permission to run ads during these breaks. And in some cases, the game itself was being delayed to fit the commercial schedule. Suddenly, what was supposed to be about player safety started feeling like a TV timeout. The same kind of artificial breaks American sports fans are used to in football and basketball, except this time it was being forced into soccer, the one sport that prided itself on flowing for 45 minutes straight. Coaches started complaining. Fans in the stadiums booed. Some of the biggest names in the game openly questioned whether these breaks were really about the players or about making more money for broadcasters. And that's when people started looking at the bigger picture. Because if FIFA can decide how long a hydration break actually lasts depending on whether the ads have finished, if they can tighten stoppage time whenever it suits the schedule, if the most important minutes in the entire tournament are now more controlled than ever before, then who really decides how much drama we get to see? Stoppage time has always been a referee's judgment. There's never been a perfect system, but at least before, the idea was simple. The game should get back every second it lost. Now, it feels like someone is deciding which seconds are convenient to give back, and which ones are better left on the cutting room floor. The late equalizer that changes a nation's World Cup story. The 96th-minute winner that breaks 100,000 hearts. Those moments don't happen as often when the clock is being managed this tightly. And the scary part is most fans still don't even realize it's happening. They just feel like the games are ending a little quicker. The drama feels a little flatter. And they can't quite put their finger on why FIFA will tell you this is about protecting the game, about giving you more real football, about stopping players from cheating the clock. And in many ways, they're right. The football on the pitch does look better. The tempo is higher. Time wasting has been cut down. But here's the question no one at FIFA wants to answer. When you give one organization this much control over the final minutes of the most important matches on Earth, what happens when they start using that control for something other than more football? We're only a couple of weeks into this World Cup. There are still dozens of matches left. Plenty of time for more late drama or for more quiet decisions about exactly how much of it we're allowed to have. So the next time you're watching a game and it's the 88th minute, pay attention. Watch how much time actually gets added. Notice what happens during those hydration breaks, and ask yourself something simple. Is this version of soccer giving us more of the game we love, or just a cleaner, more controlled version that's easier to sell? Because the clock is still running. But for the first time in a long time, it feels like someone else is holding the remote. Ya Raha op key story key le real characters key detailed AI prompts asterisk 360 degrees angles plus cinematic style main Kling AI runway Luma Yakisi by video image AI key le best optimized Har character key le asterisk multiple angles plus expressions plus story specific poses de hain Opinco directly copy paste car sacked ho